Hey everyone, today is Monday the 10th of June, so it's time for a start of week vlog. And yes, as you can see, I'm in my very best work from home outfit and my official professional beer brewing attire, especially for midwinter. So it is only 13 degrees inside the house, so you'll have to just bear with me on that. Um, yes, so in terms of what's happened at JKB Brewing this week, what do we got planned for next week and what's going on? So last week, did get did get in contact with that craft brewery again. They've given me a price for, or like a rough estimate for how much it would cost to create a test batch of beer for me. So I'm just trying to finalize that. So I'm just trying to work out what with like excise, how much that's going to cost, because and how that all works. Because so as you may or may not know, beer has an excise tax on it. So when it gets produced and sold, there's a tax that has to be paid for the amount of alcohol that's in the actual vessel that you're selling. To basically collect and deal with the permission from the ATO and to collect that excise and pass it on to the ATO, you need an excise license to deal with that, which I don't have and I don't believe I can get because I don't have an actual premises where my business operates, or like an actual premises, where I, like say a brewery or a shop front or something. So I can't do that. So essentially, I think what that means is that the brewery, when they make the beer, they will then charge me for the excise tax as part of the cost of making it, and they will collect it and pass it on. So I'm just trying to figure that stuff out with them. It is going a bit slow because it's basically we're just in contact via email, and it's basically going at like an email a day, pretty much. So. And of course today being a public holiday and over weekends and all that sort of stuff does mean it's going a little bit slower, but I'm hoping over time, once I get figure out what I'm doing more, and once we do build up a relationship and start upscaling on bigger batches and whatnot, then all these communications will go a bit quicker and we'll sort of know what we're doing for each other, which would be good. So that's in terms of getting actual beer out to you guys. Which will be in kegs at starts. I think it'll be about 10 kegs or so for the test batch. So then we'll have to figure out how to sell those and where to sell those to, and all that good stuff, which will all come in good time. In terms of the other side, so I have been focusing a lot on the social media side and trying to get into a rhythm in terms of creating content and, like filming, editing, and releasing. So I'm just like very new at this, so it has taken a bit to just get into the rhythm of all that, while also keeping up with the grind of daily life and family life and all that contains as well, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. So I'm just trying to get into a rhythm with that. I think I'm sort of got some ideas going, getting into a rhythm, getting some regular stuff out there for you guys, which I hope you're enjoying. So do let me know whether you think it's good or bad, or whether it's the best thing you've seen or the worst thing you've seen. Either way, it does help me, and the only way this can get better is with your guys' help as well. So please do let me know. Otherwise, we're going to keep trudging along here, producing the same stuff. And if you're not liking it, then it won't change. So please do. So in terms of that stuff, yes, I've been doing a bit of filming this week, been doing some beer tasting, been doing some beer making. So I'm hoping all this stuff I'm making is going to be good. I mean, I know when you first start out with ventures like this, your first content is often not very good. But that's okay. It's more about getting it out there, and then it will improve over time, and just staying determined. So that's what I'm trying to do, and then take on board any feedback I get. But as I said, so I'm just trying to get into the rhythm of doing it. So that's like the first goal with this stuff. Get into the rhythm of actually producing content and getting it out there. and then working on getting it better as well, and making sure that it's actually content you guys want to see. So until the content gets out there, I can't really judge that. So yes, I've been working on that. And I guess that is one of the things in terms of, I guess, dreams and fears that I've got at the moment, is that all this content is not worth it and no one's going to watch it. And it doesn't actually help my business at all. And it doesn't provide you of any value, which is probably the most important thing. So that's the most important thing I want to get out of doing all these like YouTube videos, and that is that it actually does provide you guys, YouTube, and also all the other social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook stories and Reels and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just learning all about the different types of content that's out there as well. But so I guess that's my biggest fear, is that it doesn't provide any value to you. And that is what my goal of all this is to provide you with some actual value that is hopefully entertaining. You might learn a thing or two and just gets you excited for craft beer, which would be good. So trying to go through all that. And also I suppose worried that, the content doesn't fit into what I'm trying to build with this brand. Being a Nomad Brewery, it's not like I can make YouTube videos about the big brewery I've got and the beer that I make every day on a commercial scale. So I can't do stuff like that. So I'm just trying to make some good beer content in general, just to get you guys excited about craft beer, as I said before. So hopefully that goes well, and we'll see how we go from there. In terms of this week, what we've got coming up, we just more of the same, really, in terms of that front. Just keep going along with making content, so just getting it out there. And then I've also got some plans to make some of my short form videos better and easier to create, and so hopefully I can get some more short form vertical content out there more often, that will hopefully be better than if I just tried to do it myself, because that'll be good. And then obviously try and finalize this test batch with this craft brewery, just get more of the details, and hopefully we can actually get started on talking about actually doing it. That would be really good. And then after that, I need to figure out, so some of the things I need to figure out with that is how it's going to be stored, what their deal is with storing it and helping me distribute it and all that sort of stuff. Because being a Nomad Brewery means I've basically got no facilities, no buildings, no storage, no anything, just basically a laptop and a homebrew kit and a head full of ideas. So basically outsourcing everything here, and it's going to be a big learning experience doing everything as I go along. It's very scary at times. I've gone through moments where I go, where I think, oh geez, what happens if no one buys my beer at all? Is my beer really good? What if I can't sell it? How do I figure all this out? To then having dreams of it being the best beer that's ever been made. So it's a lot of ups and downs mentally, but I think you just got to push through and work through those fears and just stay determined. And I think if you stay in there long enough, I'll figure it out. And then I'll be able to get some good beer out there, and you guys will enjoy it, drinking it, which would be, I think, just the best. That's the ultimate goal in the end, is to give you guys good beer. So, so that's where we are at this week. So I've got a bunch of YouTube videos and some short form videos to edit and release, which is what I'm going to be planning on doing this week, as well as sorting out with the other brewery. Anyway, I hope this vlog actually made sense. As I said, it's all about improving, so I'm hoping these vlogs will also get better as time goes on. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned.